I don't know, when I was watching other people's presentations, I pretty much ignored the projector entirely, so...
Yeah. I mean, I looked at it right when it came up to see, like, what their opening title was. Like, that introduction phase to see if that would help us at all, but...
Cool. I'm Carl Saffron, and I'm going to be talking about unusual love in video games. Are video games changing our expectations of love to be the unusual cases causing us to perceive them as more normal? First video game rated E for the Nintendo DS is called My World, My Way. It incorporates love at first sight. Our protagonist is the Princess Elise, and at the age of 15 she has the brilliant idea of deciding that she needs to have a boyfriend. So to do so, she hosts a ball, and she becomes infatuated by this adventurer. However, this adventurer, who does not have a name, just outright rejects her. He tells her that she's not an adventurer like him, and she's not courageous, she's just a princess. And so she decides to go off on an adventure and prove herself to him. And she does so in the most bizarre of ways. She uses pout points, in other words, she pouts to get her way the entire time. Don't know why this doesn't work on getting her own boyfriend, but it does to change reality. And it's just love at first sight. She's 15, it's not true love. And this is a perfect example of why, like, video games for anyone could skew a perspective of someone to believe that love at first sight can actually happen. And second video game I like to cover is Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4, which is rated M for the PS2. In this game, the premise is to solve a series of murder cases, and it incorporates a lot of Jungian concepts such as shadows and personas, two major archetypes. So you don't get, unlike other animes and video games, you don't get power by yelling and screaming. You get powers through social links. Your bonds with others is how you get more powerful in this game. And to do so, you form friendships with friends, and in this case, and what I'd like to talk about is our protagonist, Yunaro Kami, his relationship with all the girls that he meets. In total, you can have 9 girlfriends in this game at the same time, which I have not been able to successfully do, but I think I've gotten 7 or 8. Just to count, I could walk over and point to it. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this shows that unusual love, it kind of relates to the happily ever after. There are no repercussions for this whatsoever. None of the girls ever find out that you're cheating on them with 8 other people, possibly. And
I would use that image for the intro slide.
Yeah, you should explain that.
Just because it would be funny.
totally good. And I was going to explain that image too. Like, that scene in particular is their group of friends playing what's known as the King's Game, which is basically kind of like Truth or Dare in a way. It's like the girl that looks really mad on the left there was supposed to sit on our protagonist's lap, and the only reason why she looks mad is because the other 2 girls decide to show her how to do it right. She was there to sit on his lap, and apparently wasn't doing it the proper way, so his 2 other girlfriends just sit on his lap, show her how it's done. And his best friend looks pretty ticked off. And yeah, because of the lack of repercussions of cheating on all these girls at the same time, it shows that the happily ever after is possible in what should normally be the most impossible of situations. And a general question for the audience: do you believe that all genres of video games are guilty of the happily ever after that we've come to expect in stories? No? Okay.
I always know in this class for some reason.
Huh?
No one talks.
No one talks in this class. Like,
Well,
none of
we're
it.
talking about an engineering school.
Really want you to put that up in the title.
Dude,
slide,
like-
though.
I should remember.
You can do that. You can do the cover too. That's fine.